Lala World. Three things: Lala World, unbanked, and blockchain. There's so many companies doing unbanked, so many trying to do on blockchain. We have been working on this since 2009 now. It's not that we just started and we want to build it up. Lala World is an ecosystem, not only just financial inclusion. It's more about improving the lives of the entire underbanked, starting with migrants, refugees, and their families. Primarily starting with education, visas, health problems, employment issues, everything. Then obviously we touch financial inclusion because that is a very, very important part for all of them. So I'll just pretty much start with a video because that's the easiest way to explain Lala World.
In the world today, more than 2 billion people do not have banking access. To even use basic financial services, they have to go through intermediaries and corrupt infrastructure, suffer high costs with slow and complicated processes. This hinders the overall growth and entrenches poverty. Lala World is all set to change this financial ecosystem. Lala World is proposing an integration of advanced biometrics and blockchain technology in order to create a financial ecosystem based on a digital identification called Lala ID, focusing towards the inclusion of the underbanked and the underserved in the financial world. Lala World eliminates the need for intermediaries, which strongly reduces settlement time and creates efficiencies, allowing anyone and everyone to take part in the global economy, whether you live in Southeast Asia, Europe, Middle East, or in Africa. It is the aim of Lala World to help you connect to the global economy, empowering entrepreneurship and assisting you in bringing prosperity to your family and community. Lala World introduces its Lala Wallet, an innovative, secure, and easy-to-use platform which lets you pay your bills, store, spend, and transfer fiat and cryptocurrencies to anywhere in the world for a fraction of the cost. Get peer-to-peer as well as microloans at 0% fee, all through your smartphone. Cash is still the king, so the Lala Wallet effortlessly allows you to locate a nearby Lala store to top up and cash out, regardless of a bank account. Lala Wallet transactions are reliable, quick, secure, and inexpensive, with 100% backed by Ethereum-based cryptocurrencies. As a result, money can move around the continent at the speed of the blockchain. Lala World aims to revolutionize the way individuals, small businesses, and micro-entrepreneurs transact, make domestic and cross-border payments, borrow money, and associated products like insurances, cards, wealth, and other general banking products by harnessing the power of Ethereum and Hyperledger blockchains. Lala World, empowering the underbanked with a brand new financial services ecosystem.
Thank you. Okay, how many of you have been touched or have been moved by the migrant or the refugee problem? How many of you really have been affected in a way or think we should improve it? In Turkey itself, we have, I think, 43% of the population which is from outside in some shape or form. And it's a huge problem, not only for all of us as individuals, but also for the government and the residents. We obviously want to serve the underbanked, starting with the migrants. We're based in Singapore. We have offices in 6 different countries today, and we are starting with the migrants and especially their unbanked families back home. I don't know how many of you are aware, but if a migrant comes from Bangladesh to UAE today and spends on an average 10 years working in UAE and earns, let's say, 2,000 dirhams every month, he sends home 1,800 of that, and he has a lot of problems in UAE. But when he goes back home after 10 years, nobody recognizes him. He has no money. His wife is gone, his brothers are gone, his kids are gone. Nobody cares about him. And this is 80% of the cases. And we know this because we work with the migrants. We as a group, our network of friends and colleagues, We supply almost 500,000 migrants across Malaysia, UAE, from Philippines, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, and all these places. So for us, it's a very, I would say, easy problem to understand what these guys go through. So for the last 1 year, we've been working on Lala World, based out of Singapore. I am based in Singapore, where we have created this wallet, an ecosystem which works on this wallet platform, starting with a very simple concept, which is Lala ID. Lala ID, we've been hearing since morning, digital IDs, digital identities, etc., etc. The biggest problem these underbanked have is that half of them don't have IDs. Be it Turkey, be it Malaysia, be it India, we just, the government or these migrants, for some reason or other, are not in the system, because of which they can't open bank accounts, they can't transfer money, they can't even put their kids to school sometimes. So we have, and then obviously in the traditional payment channels for these guys are just so old. Cash is the king for these guys. To give you an example, Singapore, very advanced, very digitized. 85% is still on cash. India, 90% still on cash. Here, everything is on cash. Even if I have a credit card, I still would prefer to pay by cash. I like that feeling. But these guys, they have no option but to pay in cash, because they have other problems. Nobody recognizes them. They don't have proper cash. They don't have proper visas, no employment. Somebody gets sick, the doctor wouldn't see them. Something happens to the kids, nobody cares. So we are creating this whole ecosystem, starting with financial services, and then we have partners in health, partners in lawyers, freelancer doctors, governments, and the again, this is all about the numbers and how many of these are. The vision is very simple: 2 billion unbanked, and if we can touch just 100 million of these guys by 2020, I think we've done our job as human beings. And that is what we are trying to achieve. Blockchain, technology, etc. I've been involved in blockchain since 2008, and I've been mining blockchain since Bitcoin since 2009, and Ethereum since 2015. I understand this. We have 12 proof-of-stake patents. We have the best blockchain team based off Estonia, Dubai, and Singapore. But technology or blockchain can only solve a small purpose, I would say, and it changes so rapidly. You've seen over the last 20 years, and even in blockchain today is changing so rapidly. It's just not possible to keep pace with it. But so we came to a conclusion that we have to create a network. We have to create an ecosystem, and to do that, we need government's blessings. Creating or disrupting such a huge market is simply not possible without the governments. So today we have signed up with almost 15 governments. Yesterday we had a very good meeting here with your guys as well, and we will be launching a Lala Wallet Turkey in the next few months, next 3 months. We have signed up the Malaysian government for next 21 years. We've signed up UAE, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. 2 days ago, we signed Azerbaijan in Baku, and the way we are doing top-bottom approach is because with their help, we can create a self-sustainable ecosystem for these guys. We can get along with the regulations. We can get certain approvals. Versus if I start from scratch and build it the Alibaba way. So I think that approach has really worked very well for us. We're launching our wallet in Malaysia and India on 5th of November, and every month we'll be coming up in a different country. We aim to launch at least 25 countries in the next 18 months to build the biggest wallet for the unbanked, starting with migrants and then going to farmer communities, working with NGOs, etc. We have and we believe in partnerships. Anybody who can give me any solution. For example, yesterday over dinner, with Ansu, we spoke on global miles and the loyalty programs. Anybody who can give me a solution, please. Please, more than welcome. I cannot build this alone. We have a team of 55 people globally now, but for Lala ID, for example, we've partnered with Hiving Technology, the guys who invented Wi-Fi. And they have built a beautiful solution on a physical and a software blockchain ID. On Lala Transfer, which is a domestic and cross-border money transfer solution, and for Lala Lends, which is a peer-to-peer lending services. We have built our own proof of concept on blockchains, which we will be releasing just before the ICO. Yes, we are coming up with an ICO, which is on the pre-sale starts on 15th of November. So before that, we'll have a real product, real customers, about 250,000 users by December. I already have a very large payments company in India where we have 100,000 merchants and about 10 million customers transacting about 30-40 million transactions every month. That's a separate company, but we have that network. We have everything. We are blessed, I would say. We have a great advisory board. Ari Paul, Luke Sully, David Drake, and Thomas McAllister. These are the good guys and the nice guys of blockchain. A lot of friends across the industry. We have already secured a lot of funding because it's a topic close to governments, close to communities, close to NGOs. We are doing real work. ICO or no ICO, we are going to do this. We have enough. We have as shareholders, as partners. This thing is going ahead, and we will build the largest unbanked wallet in the world in the next 3 years. I can go through the presentations, which might not be as interesting as me, but just to give you a flavor of the products, you download the Lala Wallet, you automatically register a Lala ID based on your biometrics, based on your facial recognition, which all sits on a blockchain, easily trackable back again. There's a private part, there's a public part, and we are also giving these third-party solutions to banks and any financial institutions, anybody who wants to work on it, anybody who wants to sell anything on the wallet or any solution for the wallet, very open. Once you have Lala ID created, you can pretty much do anything. There is Lala Transfer, which works on Hyperledger. We have taken the open source Hyperledger and customized it to create various internal exchange currencies. So we've created an internal decentralized exchange, and that's why I pretty much agree with Vladimir. I don't know where he's sitting, but that the future is decentralized. We're looking 5 years, 10 years ahead, where we strongly think that there will be roadblocks by regulators, by governments, by everyone, but the smart ones like Japan, Korea, Switzerland, and now we're looking, even in Turkey, I would say, they are already thinking of that. They know you cannot get away with it. China banned ICOs and Bitcoin mining 2 months ago. The price has just doubled. We don't care. And that's what's going to happen. That's the power of blockchain. This is going to revolutionize everything. So on the Lala Transfer side, we built an internal exchange, which basically matches the buy and the sell orders from various countries, and you can transfer domestically with your domestic wallet itself. We also have built a peer-to-peer lending platform for micro lending for these guys, where other funds, other entrepreneurs, and even investors of Lala Coin can invest in these projects and make money via Lala Coins and get double interest, etc., etc. And Lala World will match everything with them. Lala Insurance will come soon. We'll be providing free insurance to these guys who go. We have a Lala kit, which basically, if you are, let's say, moving from Bangladesh to Malaysia, even before you board the plane, when your visa is approved, you get a Lala kit, which has a mobile phone, which we are already starting to distribute. You have a SIM card for Malaysia. You have a Lala card, which is a prepaid debit card, one for you, one for your mother back home, which is synced to your Lala wallet. And it also carries some goodies from advertisers. The reason being, the phone cost me $50. It's manufactured in Sri Lanka. $25 is subsidized by the government, and $25 we get it from the digital advertising, and we give the phone for free. And we'll be rolling this out in every country very soon. We also have Lala Wealth. So your spare change lying in your wallet can be automatically invested in various cryptos. Wherever we go, we are going to abide by the regulation. A lot of emphasis has been made since morning, regulatory changes, regulatory approvals. We are going to abide by it. So anywhere we go, it's going to be a normal fiat wallet. Till we work with the governments, till we work with the regulators to introduce crypto wallet and a crypto exchange and these crypto things into the wallet. And that's where all our partnerships with the government also helps. And that's the model which has worked very well for us in India, in Malaysia, and UAE. And now we are entering Europe via Turkey, Sweden, because a lot of Somalians, and from that we are going to Somalia, Tanzania, Kenya, Nigeria, and Ghana and Zimbabwe. So Asia, Africa, Europe, big unbanked population, big problem. Here we have more of refugee problem. In Asia we have more of migrants problem. But the real problem is same. Nobody gives them a, you know what I'm saying. So let's do something for these guys. I mean, enough of blockchain, enough of money, enough of everything. If we can just help these lives, that's much more important than what all we've been talking. Thank you.
Before the lunch, maybe we can have some questions. Anybody who hasn't asked a question before, we have one. So maybe for the time.
Congratulations for your project, and it's very kind.
Thank you, sir.
Do you think that Face ID or face recognition or biometrics is enough for digital identity? Because, for example, let's think that I'm an immigrant and someone to put my face to a phone and take my own money. And what do you think that, are you planning to improve this in somehow, or you say it's enough?
Lala ID in itself is a huge project. I just mentioned biometrics and facial recognition. Behind that, we have 20,000 other things going on to make it the best digital ID. For example, we partnered with Hiving Technology in UAE, where we are doing a pilot program in malls in Ireland, where we have put small routers everywhere in the mall, and those routers are connected to a central ID, Lala ID. And Lala ID holds all your birth records, all your marriage certificates, your credit cards. It's your one single ID, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your login, everything in a single ID. It's unhackable because it is on blockchain. And secondly, it only works when you're physically in that location. So if somebody wants to hack from Ukraine, they cannot because you're not there. And answering your question, yes, just facial recognition or biometrics will not work alone. So we have a M-PIN inside. So a mobile PIN, you can choose 6 digits to open your app. Now, obviously, if you share all that, then you're gone. Just like you share your private key.
Maybe you can pass over the microphone there.
And does Lala ID comply with KYC? I mean, how do you solve the money laundering problem?
Good question. Again, there are different levels of services, depending on what you want to do. Obviously, if you just want to pay a bill payment, then a 2-star KYC is fine for you because you are paying, and you're paying a very minimal amount, $10, $20. But if you want to transfer money internationally, you have to go through a proper KYC of your passport. You have to put your video, etc., etc. For that, we have partnered with CoinFirm, which is a Polish company doing a lot of KYC stuff on blockchain, and we have partnered with KYC Chain of Thailand.
Hello. Let's say I'm a farmer from southwest of Turkey. I have oil farms and I operate in cash. I choose to operate in cash. You mentioned that in 2 months you will be in Turkey. What will my life look like? So how will I use Lala Wallet or any service of Lala? Can you briefly describe it?
So we're working with few partners locally to create awareness for the Lala Wallet. We'll be again focusing on the kind of population that you described rather than an urban population here. Wherever there are unbanked farmers or migrants or refugees in the country, we'll be doing proper camps and marketing there. And based on that, we will be educating them how to download it, how to use it. The first step is uploading your wallet. If I understand your question correctly, there are 3 ways to upload your wallet. First is obviously via bank, which this guy may not have. The second is via your credit card or debit card, which again this guy might not have. And the third is via cash, which this guy has. So for that, we are creating local partnerships where this guy can walk into a local 7-Eleven store and just pay, and we pay a little fee to 7-Eleven, and his wallet is topped up. Now, he can use various services from bill payment, from road taxes, government subsidies, collection, transfer domestically, internationally, whatever he wants to do, pay for his seeds, and we are integrating with each and every partner in the wallet. Now, let's say he wants to cash out. For cash out, we again have several options. If he has a bank, which he doesn't, if he has a local 7-Eleven, which mostly he has, he can go there, cash out. But most importantly, what has worked in Africa, and we've taken a lot of education from that, is mobile money, M-Pesa, where your money is in the phone itself. And you can just locally go transfer via NFC or Bluetooth, and money moves. So we have created a GPS local system in which again we have worked with a partner called D-Ether, where you can meet. So you can see who are the 10 guys close to you who want money, and you or who want your money from the wallet and who can give you cash. You meet over a coffee or at the local chai stall, and you exchange. The final way, which we are now introducing across India and Bangladesh to start with, is Lala franchise, Lala Force, and Lala shops. Wherever we see a lot of concentration of distributing money or distributing guys, we'll open up Lala shops like Western Union. Wherever we see that the area can be covered on a bike, we'll have our own in-house guys called Lala Force. And wherever we think it's quite far-fetched and we really can't reach, we'll have Lala franchises with partners, agents, money transfer operators, grocery stores, etc. And we have this system already for last 6 years in India.
So maybe there's space for one last question. Anybody? There's a gentleman over there.
Hello. How are you going to make money? Are you going to charge something to the underbanked? Are the underbanked going to pay something for using Lala World?
Very good question. It depends on the service. For example, if it is Lala transfer, typically if you see a migrant when he transfers money back home, these are small amounts. So let's say it's 3,000 ringgit from Malaysia to Bangladesh in Dhaka. On 3,000, he ends up paying 300 ringgit in FX, in broker, in intermediary, and it takes 3 days his money to reach, etc., etc. And that's 10%. we have calculated we will be doing at less than 0.3%, and we'll be charging 0.1% for us and around 0.5% for the guys who will be distributing cash, the money transfer operators. And this is a volume game, and again, and that covers our cost pretty much. We'll be break even in 8 to 12 months.
Okay, thank you, Sankalp. Thank you, Paul. So we have